Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the types of thoughts they've been having about you lately. So this can be for any person on your mind at all. Take a look at all three piles with this person in mind and see which one you're most drawn to. So for pile number 1, we have the green Aventurine crystal with the Judgment card. For pile number 2, we have black Tourmaline with the 10 of Swords. And for pile 3, we have Pyrite with the Hanged Man. So again, take a look at all three piles, see which one you're most drawn to, and the one that stands out to you the most will be your pile. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. So if you haven't picked a pile yet, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this green Aventurine crystal and the Judgment card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the types of thoughts they've been having about you lately, and this can be for any person in your mind at all. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. Also, I do have a giveaway happening at the moment. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video, and also the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. And this giveaway will allow you to possibly stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me. So I hear they're thinking about the possibilities of what may be. They might have also been having thoughts of nostalgia, I hear, where it's almost like they're looking back to a particular memory you and this person had where you guys had a lot of fun. So I'm seeing like an example of a memory where two people are like at a festival and they're throwing paint on one another and they're laughing and they're running around together. Like, so Spirit is showing me like a happy memory. And even if my memory that I'm giving an example of doesn't resonate, you know, maybe this person's kind of just being nostalgic about a happy memory you guys have and share. Though I do feel an energy that's not that great here as well. Let's see what this is. So we have the Queen of Wands as your next card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Show me more, Spirit. The Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So hopefully you can see that all. If not, I will move that out for you. Let me just check that that's in frame. The Six of Cups is at the back of the deck, which tells me that this is a confirmation of what I said about like nostalgic thoughts from the past. Because the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, is about memories, the past. And so, you know, this person could be thinking about like the past you two have together and the history you two have together and the types of thoughts they have about you. Okay, so, you know, with the Four of Wands popping out as well from this tarot deck, I'm also getting that energy of like fun times we've had together, because the Four of Wands can be about events, parties, fun times, celebrations, things like that. And so, you know, if you've ever had that with this person, like just fun memories and fun moments together, they could be thinking about that a lot, smiling back to those moments, you know, in their memory. But the not so great energy I felt was more so a thought form that this person may be having that isn't the greatest. And I'm going to try tap into what that could be. With a Judgment card, I'm kind of getting an idea that maybe these could be thoughts of judgment. I'm taking it literally, but let's see what I get clairvoyantly. Okay, this person feels like things have changed in your connection for the worse. They feel as though you don't have time for them anymore. And you could be like in the phase of saving up right now with the Four of Pentacles. You could be kind of like making more time for your career instead of your social life. And for example, let's say this is a friend. They feel as though they can't tell you that they miss you, yet at the same time they do miss you, but then it's like they're retaliating to you being too busy for them. And in their thoughts, it's kind of like, oh, F you anyway. If you don't want to hang out with me, then I don't want to hang out with you. It's like this type of reactive thought, right? Of like, oh, you don't want to hang out with me anymore. Like, I'm not important to you anymore. You don't make time for me anymore. That type of energy. And with the hermit, they could be feeling kind of lonely at the moment. They could be feeling alone at the moment, and maybe they just need you at the moment, but you're not there. And I feel as though this person isn't communicating that they miss you, which is why this energy is showing through is kind of weird to me in the beginning, because this person's not communicating it, and they're just letting those feelings of anger simmer within them. And what happens when we let feelings of anger just build up within us? It eventually blows up into something even bigger. And a lot of problems we have like that can just be solved with communication. So, if this person communicated this to you, you would have been able to make time for them, no problem. Like, if you really care about them, you would do that for them, So, I don't get why this person isn't communicating that and just letting it build up within them, you know? Another thing I feel here for some of you, if you don't resonate with that, is this could be someone from your past, or because the Six of Cups represents past energy. So for some of you, this could be a past relationship, or you and this person have a lot of history together, have been around each other for some time, but kind of been growing apart in distance, right? So I'm seeing an image of someone pick flowers, and they're like, loves me not, loves me not. And then they get to the loves me not part, and then they just start beating up the flowers, taking out all their anger on the flowers. Like, I don't know why I'm laughing at that, but like that vision's so weird. Like someone beating up flowers, that's what I'm seeing in my mind. And then I'm seeing like somebody, oh, you don't want me anymore, and blah 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 blah. And I'm seeing like someone stand with a bouquet of flowers, and they're seeing the person maybe like at a distance, and then they drop the flowers and they're like, oh, this person doesn't love me. So maybe this person almost feels like unloved, unwanted. Especially if you guys did break up, or you guys do have like some kind of distance between the two of you and you used to be closer. Because this person's almost like asking themselves, what happened to us? We used to hang out all the time, or we used to be together every single day, or we used to talk every single moment, but now we don't. And so this person feels a little bit unwanted by you in a way, and they're kind of like feeling angry about that. And that's why I picked up on that not so great energy. It's not that this person doesn't have good energy, or that you don't have a good energy. It's more so their feelings of anger that I felt that didn't sit right with me, because this person isn't like communicating this to you, communicating that they feel unwanted, or that they would like more time or attention from you. And I don't know. For me, I understand this. Like, if someone feels unwanted, yes, it usually is accompanied by certain emotions that are maybe uncomfortable to feel. But if we can't communicate that to our friend or our partner or our family member or whoever, and we just let that build up within us, we're eventually going to take it out on that person. And we're not giving that person an opportunity to fix that for us, by not communicating that. I feel like this person's just keeping it deep within, this feeling, and not communicating it. And that's what rubs me the wrong way here. Whereas for those of you that relate to this being like a past connection, maybe this person almost feels like unwanted because you're no longer in their life, and they feel like you don't love them anymore, and blah blah blah, and they're kind of going through all those thoughts and emotions. Moving on from that, I also see this person having consistent thoughts about you. So with the Knight of Pentacles, their thoughts are pretty consistent. So if they think particular thoughts of you, they're going to think those thoughts throughout your whole relationship, most of the time. Maybe not all of them, but I feel like most of their thoughts are pretty consistent. You're not going to find them thinking a thought they've never thought before. Does that make sense? I also see them thinking thoughts of you of like clinging on to you with the Four of Pentacles. You know, with the Four of Pentacles, I don't necessarily always get a clingy energy from it, but from this card specifically for this person, I'm getting this energy of clinging on to you. And like, I don't know if this person shows it through their body language, through their actions, through their words, but like inside their mind, they're clinging to the thought of you. If this is a past relationship, they can't let go of you. They are holding on to the memory of you with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. And this person just feels like they want to be closer to you. So those are the thoughts they're having at the moment. Like, I just want to be closer to pile number one. When I'm in this Four of Pentacles energy, it's like I'm hugging the person, but I still don't feel close enough to them. Like, I almost want to be like closer. So this is how this person is feeling at the moment, like they want more closeness. And those are the thoughts they're having at the moment. If this is a romantic connection, they could also be having like some sensual thoughts. I just saw the number 69, so confirmation. I'm not going to go into that, but that's what I see. This person could be noticing your confidence at the moment with the Queen of Wands and how you just seem to be leveling up at the moment. Like, you seem to be very focused on your goals. You seem to be very focused on your career, on your own self-development, your own confidence, your own happiness and positivity. And it kind of just seems like you're glowing at the moment. Maybe you're having an actual glow up. Or maybe something in your energy is just changing where you're glowing at the moment. And this person is like realizing how much you've changed in a way over time. Like, they kind of compare the past version of you to the version of you now and how you've grown in some way. And I do also think that this person is thinking they need some kind of reassurance from you. Because of the fact that you're changing, they're afraid of either being left behind if they're still in your life, or they're afraid that they will never come back into your life if they're gone from your life. So I just saw the angel number 1010. That is about a reset. So maybe you're going through like a reset in your energy. Like, I'm seeing someone switch a reset button on a robot and they're kind of like reprogrammed in some way. So maybe this energy of like you becoming a new person. Of course you're not a robot, but like Spirit's showing me that energy. Um Maybe you're kind of like rebooted in a way where you are becoming a different person, and I guess it's making this person cling onto you even more, maybe even cling on to the old version of you. Not that they're not happy with this new version of you. I think that they just may cling onto the old version of you because it's comfortable and they don't know this new version of you yet. And so that's something I see. It kind of just makes them scared that, like, what if you just. The energy I'm seeing here is the fear of being left behind. So, in other words, what if you become so successful that you find other friends that are more successful? Or, let's say you're dating this person. What if you just become so beautiful that you decide you don't want me anymore and you go date someone else more beautiful and handsome or something? I'm getting that type of energy of like being afraid of being left behind because you're leveling up. And what if you realize that they're not good enough for you? And so this person is maybe having like thoughts of inadequacy within their own mind, not towards you, but towards themselves. And they're kind of like hoping that you guys have a future together in some way, daydreaming about what could be. This person is thinking of reaching out to you or messaging you or communicating something to you, and they're thinking of giving you kind of hints and signals about how they're feeling. I don't feel like this person's completely direct or confrontational. They kind of give a little bit of hints into how they're feeling, but sometimes the other person doesn't always take those hints, and then they get mad. And like I said, a lot of these problems would be solved with just communication alone. This person is feeling at the moment and thinking at the moment that they don't want to be alone, and somehow they feel very lonely right now. And I guess like they don't want you to leave them alone, because then they feel like they'll be all alone. I don't know if this person feels like you're the only person in their life, or the only person in their life that they trust or want to be close to right now, but that's kind of the energy that's coming through right now. Like, I don't have anybody else in my life except you. And so if I don't have you, then I'm all alone. And this person's kind of thinking catastrophic thoughts like that, that are a little bit self-destructive, where they're almost thinking of the worst case scenario of what could be between the two of you, them ending up all alone. And if this is someone from your past, then maybe they feel like you were the only person in their life and now they're all alone, you know. And maybe before they thought catastrophic thoughts about things ending and it actually did, and now they're kind of ruminating on that. I do think this person overthinks a lot about what's next in your connection or where things are headed. They overthink about you a lot and like the way you feel about them. Even if you tell them how you feel, they still overthink whether that's true or not. So 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. So yeah, some of you could have walked away from this person, or maybe this person's just like overthinking, like, what if you walk away from me? What if you get bored of me? Like, what if this just ends in heartbreak? I see a lot of like fear coming up in their mind. Maybe this person has fear of abandonment. Maybe they just like overthink a lot. I don't know. I'm also getting this energy of curiosity. And kind of like wondering what you're thinking at the moment, wondering what you're doing at the moment, wondering like what's going on in your life at the moment if you are not in contact with this person. Wondering what it would be like if they messaged you. Would you reach back out if this is like a no contact separation situation, or breakup situation, whether it's friendship or romantic? It's this energy of like, if I had to reach out, what would they say back? There's a curiosity here. And if this person's still in your life, then it could be like, if I had to tell them what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling, like, what would their response be? So that's what I see with the Page of Swords. This person is also wondering what your thoughts of them are at the moment, if you overthink in the same way as them, if you feel the same way as them, if you also think about the future or not, or if you don't think about them at all. They kind of like wonder how often you think of them, if you think about them as often as they think about you. And there's this feeling here of like, do I like you more than you like me? They're kind of questioning that in their mind. Whether this is platonic, romantic, this is what's coming through. For some of you, they're paranoid about you leaving, even if you're not. Maybe some of you are planning to leave, I don't know, but they're paranoid about that if they're still in your life. I get that this person is kind of observing your every move from afar. They may have obsessive tendencies within their thoughts, and I'm seeing them almost like watch your every move. Like, what I'm seeing in energetically is this type of energy of like, okay, you didn't reply to my text for 5 hours and I just saw you posted something on your story. Now I'm checking your story to see who you're with, what you're doing, why you're so busy that you can't reply to me. And it's like I'm watching your every move. That's the energy I feel. So it doesn't have to be like that exactly or specifically, but there's this kind of energy of like, why don't you have time for me anymore? Like, that energy is showing up strongly. Um, and if this is a past connection, then it's like, what are you doing at the moment? Like, who are you with? Like, that type of obsessive energy of watching you. Um, well, I've been there before, and I feel like this person, if I had to like look at them and from what I've seen from them, I think they have obsessive tendencies because they cling to the person, and when they aren't getting the reassurance they want, they kind of cling more. And I think that this person has an anxious attachment from what I've seen so far. And, people have anxious attachments. There's no judgment here. It happens. But I think this person needs reassurance from you, but doesn't exactly know how to ask for that. And if this is a situation where you've broken up completely, like they can't ask for that reassurance or closure at all because they perceive it as like we're not together anymore or we're not talking anymore. So how can I ask for that reassurance? Um, so that's what I can tell from this person so far. So they might have like thoughts around those anxious attachment energies. Does that make sense? Maybe even thoughts of heartbreak, sadness, if this is a breakup, or thoughts of heartbreak and sadness, kind of like assuming that you're gonna leave, even if you haven't left, even if you're not making plans to leave. This person has a lot of racing thoughts, and I'm getting that they try to slow down their thoughts. They're trying to, like, maybe breathe a little bit more, meditate. I get that they get anxiety a lot, or panic attacks a lot. And I get that they're trying to just cope with that and breathe through that, which is amazing to see that they're trying to find coping mechanisms, for this, like ways to deal and cope with this, because I understand what it's like to go through anxiety, and it's not a fun experience. So, I kind of feel empathy for this person for going through that. But yeah, that's all I see for this energy here in terms of the types of thoughts they have about you. So, yeah, let me know in the comments how this resonated for you. Do you know who this person is? Did you think of someone specific in your mind? And did you get the answer you were looking for or something different? So yeah, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Black Tourmaline crystal and the Ten of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the types of thoughts they have about you and the types of thoughts they've been having about you lately. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. Also, I do have a giveaway happening at the moment. If you'd like to enter the giveaway to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me, then all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video, and the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers, which I see we're kind of close to. So it is 9:19 on the clock as we start. I get that this person could be releasing right now, like releasing pretty heavy big emotions. When I look at this Ten of Swords card, I'm seeing like clouds and rain. So I'm guessing that means that this person is kind of like going through a lot of emotions right now and releasing emotions, and maybe they're thinking about those emotions they're feeling, of sadness and pain. I don't know if it has to do with you, but let's see in the cards. I'm also getting that this person is dealing with heartbreak at the moment, or something that's breaking their heart at the moment or hurting them at the moment, because I feel heartbreak in my heart chakra. And I'm seeing this person like read a lot of books, watch a lot of movies. This person is very artistic, or they have a love for the arts, an appreciation for the arts. And I see them kind of like reading different books and imagining you and them as those characters, or watching movies and imagining you and them as those characters. We have the Nine of Wands. This person feels like they need saving or rescuing in some aspect of their life. And I don't know if it has to do with your relationship to this person, like if you and them are going through challenges at the moment or issues at the moment, or if they're just going through challenges and issues in their own life and maybe they want like some kind of support from you, or rescue from someone or you. But I'm getting this energy of like, I want someone to rescue or save me from these problems. So that's what I'm just getting intuitively. The Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, the Judgment card, which was pile one's card. If you were drawn to pile one, you can go and watch it. You don't have to. Knight of Pentacles. And the Magician is at the back of the deck with the Seven of Pentacles popping out, as well as Temperance. This person is kind of like wanting to be babied right now. You know when you almost feel like life is so hard, or you just had like a really bad day and you just want to be held and you just want to almost like be babied? I'm seeing this person in this energy of like wanting to be nurtured or babied or rescued, wanting advice from you or others, or some kind of saving from the situation they're in, either with you or within their own personal life. I guess you're gonna have to take it as it resonates. Like, you will know if you have issues with this person or not, um, unless it hasn't been communicated. But I think for most of you, you would know. So I'm not gonna say that it is like an issue within your relationship, because I don't feel like that's for everybody. But there is like something about also like looking at old pictures of you two together, because I'm seeing like Polaroid pictures in my mind. So they may be like staring at pictures of you two together. I get that this person could have gone through like a big life change recently. Like they could have moved or something like that. And maybe they're like packing up the old pictures in their old home to bring to their new home. And they're kind of like going over those sentimental items and thinking thoughts about like you and maybe other people in their life that are close to their heart. I get this energy of them thinking that they feel like they're running out of time. They want to tell you something or show you something that they're feeling at the moment. But this is something good. If this is romantic, there could be this energy of like, I want to tell you how I feel, but I feel like I'm running out of time. If this is platonic, then it could be the same, but like in a different way. Um, Maybe not as intense, but still there. This person has a lot of escapism kind of thoughts in their mind, where they almost go into la la land or daydream land to escape from their reality, especially when things are just really difficult or hard to deal with. This person likes to escape. So maybe that's why they like read a lot of books or watch a lot of shows and stuff like that. It's a form of escapism for them. And so I do see a lot of like escapism kind of tendencies here within this person's mind and thoughts. I do see that they tend to ignore harsh signs of reality that they don't want to accept, and they're like la 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 la, I won't listen to those thoughts. So this person almost like tries to think in this way of like, I don't think it's conscious, but they try to ignore the kind of thoughts. How do I explain this energy? Like, let's just say, for example, for those of you that are having issues in your connection, let's just say maybe they're having a thought like, if we don't fix these issues, we could break up. And then they're like, la 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 la, I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to accept that. No, 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 no. And then it's almost like they want to think in a Delulu way where it's like, no, we're not gonna break up, we're not gonna separate, we're gonna be together, like, and that can be great for manifestation, you know, for reframing like negative thoughts into positive thoughts. But sometimes we can also be avoiding truths, like hard truths that we may not want to accept. And sometimes the only way we can change that is by accepting it first. So sometimes it can be great to reframe those negative thoughts into positive ones if we don't want our reality to look like that. And I think this person is great at manifesting with the Magician at the back of the deck without them realizing. And sometimes they do manifest through doing these things, but sometimes they tend to not accept harsher truths or realities because of this. I'm hearing the words avoid and numb. So this person could avoid a lot of their feelings and numb themselves. And in their mind, they could be thinking like, I feel so numb at the moment. I don't know why this is coming through. I don't know if this is about you. I don't know if this is triggered by you. I don't know if this is just thoughts I'm channeling within their mind. But that's what I'm getting. Can I get thoughts about the types of thoughts they've been having about Pal 2, please? I see something about like someone getting ready, ironing their clothes, um, kind of daydreaming about the day you're about to have together. Like, let's say they're getting ready and you're about to have a day together where you hang out or something, and they're kind of like daydreaming about what's gonna happen next. This person's thoughts are very dreamy. Um, I don't know if this person is a Pisces, but I feel a lot of Pisces energy. Not even just like from the cards, but from this person's energy in general. It feels very dreamy, or like water sign energy, or maybe even they have like a water sign Venus or moon. Um, Maybe even Libra or Taurus placement too. But yeah, what I'm also sensing in terms of their thoughts about you, I get that they want to put in more effort into the connection. Or lately, they've been thinking about putting in some kind of effort or doing something for you that will make you smile or will make you happy. And I guess they've been thinking about like what they can do for you. This person believes that you came into their life at the right moment in time, and they're just so lucky to have a person like you in their life. There's so much appreciation and gratitude for you, and this feeling of like you came into my life at the right moment at the right time. And, you know, it just feels like I was meant to meet you in some way, or like we're meant to be where we are currently. Some of you could be learning lessons through each other. Um, and, you know, the variation of those lessons, how harsh or unharsh they may be, I don't know if that's a word, may vary for all of you, but I'm getting that you may like learn, you may be learning certain lessons from each other. So I get that this person's maybe thinking about like what they've learned from this relationship. This person goes to a peaceful place in their mind every time they think of you, where everything just slows down within their mind when they think of you. It takes them to a very peaceful place, especially when they're having a hard day. They like to kind of daydream about you and the kind of connection you guys have. I get that this person is wanting you to notice certain things about them. Like, for example, let's just say they got their hair cut or they're wearing like a completely new outfit today. Like, they want you to notice that about them, and point it out or compliment it. Or there's something about like wanting to look pretty for you if this is romantic. I also get that this person could be a little bit strategic about the things they do for you, but it's not coming through as strategic bad, like, oh, I'm planning to do this bad thing or this bad thing. It's more, or planning to manipulate. It's not coming through like that. It's more so coming through like, okay, on Wednesday, pile number 2 is going to be at work all day. And I know that on Wednesdays, they usually have very busy days. So I'm going to do this nice thing for them on Wednesday. You know, like maybe do something for them that makes their life easier, because they have such a busy day on Wednesdays. that could be an example of the energy. I see it as like very intentional, thoughtful energy coming from them, where they could be like making plans of like certain little things they want to do for you, right? This person is also making plans in their head about what they want out of this connection. Like they're kind of thinking about the future and what they want and what they basically like want out of the connection, where you guys want to be in the future. So they're thinking a lot about those kind of desires. And I get that this person is manifesting that either consciously or unconsciously. So they could be doing it unconsciously through daydreams, or they could be doing it consciously where they're like, okay, I'm manifesting this type of future or this type of relationship with pile number 2. So that's what I see there. This person is also evaluating the decisions they've made within the connection and the decisions you've made within this connection. And again, there's this feeling here of like having realizations or having um yeah, like realizations around maybe lessons we've learned through each other. So it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have done this in this situation and it would have turned out better. Okay, maybe we had this fight on this day and maybe I should have handled it this way instead of this way. So I'm seeing that kind of energy here. I think this person's very self-aware. I think they might also be thinking philosophical thoughts about whatever you two have together. I don't know if they're spiritual, but they could be thinking like more spiritual thoughts too. Or they could be channeling information about you without realizing, thinking it's just a thought. So this person may think about the same thoughts over and over with the Knights of Pentacles. Um, like for example, what Spirit is showing me is like, let's say they have a specific daydream about your connection that puts them to sleep. Maybe they think about that every night before they go to sleep. So I'm getting like this feeling of like thinking the same thoughts over and over again. Maybe not each day, but like, maybe each day, I don't know, but that's coming through. The Eight of Wands. The types of thoughts they've been having about pile 2, please. Lately, the Queen of Wands. The Strength card. Okay, so I understand why that sad energy came up earlier. Like maybe they feel like you're always supporting them, even though they are very sensitive. Because I do feel like a sensitivity from this person. 3 of Cups, the card of support. So yeah, that's confirmation. Maybe this person is feeling like you are always there for them, and like maybe they kind of feel a little bit bad for it, because I pick up that this person almost feels like their burden, their emotions are like a burden to others. And you make them feel like they're not a burden when they share their emotions or their feelings or like what they're going through in life, and you're always just there for them, or you always just offer them advice or support, or you just show that you're listening and you're there for them. And I guess this person maybe like has a lot of appreciation for that. And if you do have like issues in your connection that are making this person sad, then maybe this person could be feeling like, although, you guys have these issues, you guys are wanting to change things together here with the Death card and support each other through these changes. And like I said, maybe look at what we can do differently for both of us, by putting our ego aside, by putting our pride aside, and looking what we can do differently in this connection. Um, to fix things between us. And maybe this person's thinking like, okay, we have a strong relationship. We've gotten through issues before, we can get through it again. I don't have to think about it in a way of like doom and gloom. So maybe this is what this person is thinking. I guess just take it as it resonates. Either they feel like you really strengthen them and give them that support, and that's changing their thoughts about themselves and their own emotions, where they're not looking at their emotions as a burden anymore, and you're supporting them. Or they just feel like your connection's very strong, where you'll support each other through these changes and put your ego and pride aside to change something about both of you, so that we can fix these issues, or to change something about the situation to fix these issues if the issues are within this connection. This person's also thinking about changes they would want to happen in the future to do with your relationship. And I get that this person could kind of be a little bit excited with the Three of Cups, thinking about what it would feel like to be in this situation in the future. So, for example, I'm getting this energy like, let's say we're not in a romantic connection. How this could make sense to me, what Spirit is showing me is like, imagine we're best friends with someone and I'm daydreaming about us getting pregnant at the same time. And what that would feel like and how much of a celebration that would be. Like, that's an example of the energy I'm seeing specifically. Like, two people getting pregnant at the same time that are like best friends. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I'm seeing that in my mind. It won't resonate with everybody, but like, I'm seeing thoughts like that about the future, like what it would be like and what a celebration it would be like, and thoughts of excitement around that. And if this is romantic, then this could be like maybe like future things in the relationship that they would want to happen, that they're getting excited for in their mind. Maybe even future plans you've made together, you know, like thinking about what you're going to do together that day. This person appreciates that you always compliment them and hype them up and make them feel good about themselves, whether this is platonic or romantic. Like, you're always making them feel better about themselves, and you put in a lot of effort into this connection. And yeah, I just see like a lot of thoughts of appreciation and gratitude for like what you do for them. And again, this feeling of feeling lucky, I see this feeling of loyalty and being protective over you as well. So that's what I see within their thoughts. So these are the types of thoughts they've been having about you lately. Let me know in the comments like what you think of this reading, if you resonated with it, if it makes sense to you that this person's thinking these things. So yeah, I'm just curious to know. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi, my pile number threes. If you chose this Pyrite crystal and the Hanged Man, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the types of thoughts they've been having about you lately. So this can be for any person on your mind at all. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find all my details in the description box below. Also, I do have a giveaway happening at the moment. If you'd like to enter the giveaway to stand the chance to win a free 30-minute reading from me, then all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel and comment under this video, and the giveaway winner will be announced when we reach 40k subscribers. So I am hearing melody. They could be having songs stuck in their head that remind them of you, or they could be like listening to music, thinking about you, or like something about certain songs reminding them of you. But also things just reminding them of you in general. Like, I'm seeing them, for example, like, let's say you love ice cream or something, and, you know, they're getting ice cream, and they're thinking, like, oh, you know, Pal 3 would have loved this ice cream. It's their favorite. Like, little things reminding them of you is coming up here. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot. What are the types of thoughts this person on Pal 3's mind is having about Pal 3? The Death card. The Two of Pentacles. I'm getting that this person has a very analytical mind, and they're often analyzing conversations between the two of you. They're often analyzing like the type of dynamic you guys have, and stuff like that. Like, they're often analyzing you as well to like read deeper into you, because this person just, I feel like their love language is understanding people, and they love to like sort of get into a person's head and understand where that person's coming from, why they said that thing, why they did that thing. So there's something about them kind of just thinking deeper, reading deeper into your conversations, reading between the lines, observing you, things like that. And they're often thinking about their observations. It's like they're studying you, but not in a creepy way. It's more so coming through as a love language. Um, does that make sense? That's what I see. So I'm hearing that they think mostly good thoughts about you, mostly um, happy thoughts about you. So I'm seeing this energy as well of like being worried about your well-being, being worried about your safety, if you ate, if you're home safe, like something about that's coming through. Um, but also maybe like this feeling of like you make me feel secure within this connection. This person kind of just trusts you. Um, and they don't ever doubt it in their mind. I get that they just feel very secure in this relationship, and they could often be thinking about that, like how secure you make them feel. This person also feels safe and comfortable around you, and they often think about that too. There is an energy here of like, I get you and you get me, and we are kind of like the same. We kind of just get each other, and it's not like I have to over explain myself to you for you to understand me, and it's not like you have to go into in-depth explanation for me to understand. Maybe there's also a telepathic communication here, and a feeling of us being able to read each other's body language and facial expressions by just knowing the other person so well, by knowing the person like the back of our hand. Like when they make this facial expression, it means this, and it's so slight that other people wouldn't be able to pick up on it, but this person would. So I'm seeing that type of energy here, and them feeling like so close to you and feeling like you're two peas in a pod, and you're just always together. Either this is like a best friend situation or very close friend situation where it's like you're always together, or this is like a sibling you're always together with, or this is like a partner you're always with. Like wherever you go somewhere, you're with this person. That is what I see here. I see them getting excited every time you message them, or happy every time you message them, because I see them like receiving a text and then getting happy and excited. Ooh, so I'm getting this energy of like travel. Like, I want to travel to this place with you, go to this place with you. So maybe they're making plans in their head of where your next trip or vacation should be. I don't know if you and this person like to travel together a lot, or if you've recently been like speaking about traveling together, taking a trip together, but that is what I see here. And if you haven't, then maybe this person could bring that up to you in the future. Like maybe they're thinking of different places they'd like to travel to that you would maybe also like, where you could go together. I'm also seeing this energy of like you guys being able to be independent within this relationship and maintain your own individuality outside this connection. And it's like you are two peas in a pod, you're always close and together, but you also give each other space and time to do your own thing, and to just live your own lives. So that's something this person thinks about, like how you guys give each other space and freedom and trust. There's a feeling of like, I completely trust you, I don't doubt you. Um, but then we also feel extremely close at the same time. And there's this feeling here of this person thinking there is no conflict about that. Like, in some relationships where one person wants to be closer, the other person wants more space. It's like you guys want closeness at the same time, but you also know when to give each other space, and there's no like mismatch of energies there. I'm not saying it's bad that that happens in some relationships, but I guess this person is just like thinking you guys are in sync. And I've been in like connections like that before on both sides, where I've been like the one wanting space and I've been the one wanting more closeness. So like it's not necessarily like the worst thing in the world, but it is something that happens within certain relationships. But with certain bonds, you are just kind of synced up with them. and you want the same thing at the same time. And I'm seeing this energy of like being synced up together, where we even maybe think the same thoughts at the same time or finish each other's sentences. So again, like there's like this telepathic bond. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm seeing that. Okay, so I'm seeing an energy where they tell stories about you and they think about you after. So for example, I'm seeing someone tell their kids a bedtime story, and you're friends or you're in a relationship or married, or and they're telling their story with you, you know. Something like that's coming through. I'm also seeing this energy of an alcoholic drink, them like drinking something and thinking about you. I get that they're thinking about how long you two have been in each other's lives. It's like you've become a part of my life, I've become a part of your life. And this person's thinking about how crazy that is. Like how one day you were just strangers, and then all of a sudden, bam, like you're just so close, and now you're at each other's houses all the time, and you know each other's families, and you've been in each other's lives for 10, 15, 11 years. Like that's the feeling I'm getting for most of you here, where this person's been in your life for years. And if it hasn't been that long, then it could be just like maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. But I'm getting that type of energy here, and this person thinking about how crazy that is, that you just been in each other's lives for so long, whereas other relationships, they kind of just fall away. Um, whereas you two have like made it through. So this person's thinking about that a lot at the moment. This person might also be thinking about a disagreement you guys had. And this feels small, this doesn't feel big, but I do feel like this person can be a little bit stubborn at times. Like where they think a lot about like what they want. But a lot of relationships require compromise where, I get what I want and you get what you want. Um, it's something small, like something silly and stupid. Like I'm seeing something small, like over choosing what movie to watch or what to eat. Like maybe there's a stubbornness here of like, let me choose, let me have my way. I don't know if this person's like that for some of you, where they like to take control of everything and make the decisions for everything. And there's like this pouty kind of energy of like, sulking that you didn't let me choose today or something. But I don't think that's a big thing to worry about. That's something small. I'm also seeing an energy here of like wanting to do something for you. I'm getting to help you in some way, because I'm seeing an image of someone like giving someone money to help them. So it doesn't have to be financially, but I get that this person is thinking of helping you in some way. So that might not resonate with everybody. Let's pull some more cards. So what else is this person thinking in terms of the types of thoughts they've been having about pile 3 lately? They also want this connection to be in their life for a long time. Like they want to be old with you, where you're still in their life, because I'm seeing an image in my mind's eye of like two people that are really, really old, like in their 80s, 90s, and they're still friends or still together or still hanging out together or something. Like something about that's coming through. So the Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups. They would never want you to leave. That would truly break their heart. And they want to actually express that to you with the Queen of Swords, that they never want to lose you. Like losing you would literally break their heart so much, they would not be able to continue on with their life normally, because I'm seeing an image of like someone be so depressed they can't sleep, they can't eat, they just feel empty, they look bad physically, like maybe they've been drinking a lot, or I don't know, their skin looks bad. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing that type of energy. So maybe this person almost feels like without you, life would just be bleak. I don't think this person has necessarily fears of losing you. I don't think anything's happening in your relationship that would make them feel insecure about that or would make them worry about that. But there's just a feeling here of like, I feel like you're meant to be in my life, and if I had to live life without you, it just wouldn't make sense. So maybe they're having those types of thoughts lately of like, I would really miss you if you were gone from my life, or, I wouldn't feel that close to anybody else if you were gone from my life. And I think this person feels like you're a soulmate to them. Because the moment you guys just met, you guys just clicked and it just made sense. And ever since then, you guys have been inseparable. And you've become a part of their life where their life wouldn't make sense without you. So that's what I see. And I see that they specifically want to communicate this to you soon, like express this to you, like how much they need you in their life. I guess this person's thinking like before it was different. I was alone. I didn't know what it was like to have you in my life. But now that I know what it's like to have you, it just wouldn't be the same being alone without you. This person's also thinking about things you've said to them. And again, like analyzing those things. They think a lot about like the conversations you've had and also things they want to say to you. So what I'm feeling here in this energy is like something happened to me today and I want to tell you immediately. Like you're the first person I want to tell. Something about being hidden in plain sight. So either you have a very perceptive eye, and when something's hidden in plain sight and they can't find it, you can find it um, when they've lost something. Or it could be like, let's say you're there behind them and you kind of just scare them because they didn't see you. I'm seeing like that type of energy where something's hidden in plain sight. There's something about them finding new information on something you guys speak about. This could be gossip. This could be just like updating you on a situation. But it almost feels like I either want to have a catch-up session with you soon and tell you about everything that's happened in my life, or it feels like I want to tell you about updates on things I've heard about other people. Like, I don't know if you and this person like gossip a lot, but I'm seeing that. If it's not gossip, then it could be just like updates about their life. For someone here, this person's thinking about fixing something for you, like an object in your home, for example. Or let's say it's like an item of clothing, for example. Whatever it is, they could be thinking about that. It won't resonate with everybody. They trust that you will always come back to them like a boomerang. Because I'm seeing someone throw a boomerang and the boomerang always comes back. So there's a feeling here of like trust within the relationship. Even if we disconnect for a month, we can always catch up. And it's never like we're afraid that the relationship's going to end, because we'll always come back to each other. No matter how busy life gets, we will always have each other there. And if you are thinking of ever leaving, which I doubt you are, this person has a little bit of a side to them of like, no, you won't leave, you're gonna stay. So that's what I'm seeing. The Seven of Pentacles, the Justice card. Okay, so I see something about, for some of you, this won't resonate with everybody. Ten of Cups. I'm seeing a specific situation where this person found out something about someone in your life. And again, this won't resonate with everybody. This is very specific. They found out something about someone in your life that you hold dear to your heart and that you trust. But they found out an ugly truth that might be hard for you to hear. Like, let's say the person did something behind your back or betrayed you in some way, or not this person, but another person did something behind your back, and this person is pondering whether they should tell you the truth or not, because it seems like they either witnessed it happen or saw it happen. And there's this feeling here of like, I don't want to lose our friendship or our relationship over this. What if you don't believe me? But what if I don't tell you and you perceive it as I betrayed you by lying to you, and I don't want that to happen. So this person's kind of like having some kind of inner conflict on whether they should tell you or not. And even if it's not that they witnessed it, maybe they heard something about someone in your life. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles, Strength, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So there's something about like this being a healthy relationship, and that's something they think about. There's also something about this person feeling like you motivate them. You make them feel like they're capable of achieving things for themselves whenever they doubt themselves. So I don't know if you constantly like tell this person like you can do it whenever they feel unmotivated or whenever they feel like they lack belief within themselves. There's this feeling of like we motivate each other to succeed. We want each other to win. You know, me being happy for your wins, you being happy for my wins. There's never like a competitive energy here. There's an energy here of like wanting each other's dreams and wishes to come true. So that's what I see as well. That is all I have for you, Pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.